She is the 2004 Brave New Voices national champion. Everybody please give it up for Kirya Schreiber. No, you guys really need to let her hear it. Kirya Schreiber, please, like you mean it, all right? Thank you very much.
I was born in the city. Oakland, California, a port town whose dock workers handle over 1/6 of all U.S. imports, while diesel trucks and freightliners pump out the largest concentration of toxic emissions in the region, consistently ranked in the top 20 most polluted metropolitan areas. On November 14, 1984, I took my first breath and choked on it. A thick, sticky, greenish-black tar of mucus and bile wrestling with my barely decompressed lungs. Past meconium in the birth canal, they told my mother. A reaction of stressed infants. I like to think of it as my hazing. A tough love initiation from the city of Oakland. Welcome to the world, kid. We're fresh out of training wheels. The immigration up the coast was my 5th in just 7 years. Added to the list of things that didn't make the move were my ability to play double dutch, or remember the words to blacktop nursery rhymes, and all of the friends and family that resembled my dark complexion. Culture shock doesn't quite describe it. And I could say that I am angry to have been so young, taken out of my element faster than my small hands could grab the consequences, but can you blame a woman for wanting to raise her child in a place where she could breathe? Mendocino. Last vestige of the giant sequoia. If global warming were a militarized conflict, this would be the front line. Home of the old-growth redwoods, home of oil-drilling-free headlands, no corporate chain access, home of Judy Berry, Earth First, Tree Sitters Base Camp, or conscious consumerism. It's a way of life. In my elementary school, littering was as unpardonable offense as being a crybaby, and sports utility vehicle was a dirty word. When the logging mill finally closed in the mid-90s, our teachers celebrated victory. There was no lesson on the town's founding families now facing widespread unemployment. Mendocino is an unbalanced seesaw, tipped heavy by liberal intellectuals who would have you punished for not buying organic or installing solar paneling, while the rest of us hover over poverty, kicking our legs wildly to touch toes with the bottom line. Our town's economy is a successful microcosm of locally owned business whose reliance on tourism requires banishing low-income community residents. Our civic leaders spend tax dollars squabbling over zoning rights, noise ordinances, and vandalism, turning their backs on drug abuse, speed kitchens, fetal alcohol syndrome, high school dropouts, and battery of children. Content to demonize juvenile delinquents and never ask themselves what role they played in creating them. On graduation day, I hit the ground running, shedding unpaved earth for piss and vomit pooled up stagnant, soaking concrete till it corrodes. Home, sweet home. Urban squalor opened its jaws wide. Welcome back, child. You have been missed. It is true. I have found myself longing. On new moon nights, I can sometimes make out a single point star struggling over the yellow flicker of a streetlight, its pathetic attempt to twinkle the only reminder I have of the full-spectrum Milky Way starscape I grew up under. I sometimes imagine myself again, cradled by darkness. The red giants of the farthest galaxy, easier to make out than the raw sienna of my hand held up before me. The heaviest truth is this: when the air becomes too toxic to breathe, the ocean levels rise to engulf civilization. The first victims will be those whose daily struggles take a back seat to the campaigns of environmental lobbyists. Their skin will be dark, their assets will be few, they will look like me. So I will take the raw honesty of this city, the filth and petulance over the suffocating hypocrisy of pristine tranquility any day. At least here, I can take on my demons face to face. Thank you.
Okay, I actually want to give this man a special introduction because I didn't know it was just Jared. This is Jared Paul. He is amazing. His poems have been featured everywhere. He is an extremely, extremely important activist in our country and in this community. He's an amazing poet, he's an amazing writer, and he's an amazing person who has an extremely intense commitment to social change and to the environment. So